Today, I want to share a story with you, a deeply moving one. It's called The Last Light. And like so many stories that end up shaping us, this one starts in the quiet, fragile moments of a very ordinary morning. So let's set the scene. We're in Nagasaki, Japan. The year is 1945. And for everyone living there, this day, it just started like any other. Life had a rhythm, you know? It felt normal, predictable, peaceful even. But of course, no one had any idea that their entire world was about to change forever. And right at the very heart of this story is this young boy. He's just 10 years old. His name is Kenji. And here he is, just sharing a quiet breakfast with his mom. It's one of those simple moments, isn't it? The kind of connection you almost don't notice, the kind you just take for granted. But you can feel that someone's missing, can't you? See, Kenji's father, he's a soldier, and he's away at the war. For months now, the hope of his return has been this quiet, unspoken thing in their home. And every single day, Kenji waits. And then, a sound. It just slices right through that morning quiet. A high, piercing drone. An airplane, echoing across the city. You can imagine people looking up, right? A little confused. It's just one plane. What could that possibly mean? The very next instant, there's no sound at all. Just light. An impossible, brilliant white flash. So bright, so all-consuming. It just seemed to erase the world. People who survived, who saw it, they'd later say it felt like the sun itself had fallen down to Earth. And right on the heels of that light came the force. A massive, truly unimaginable explosion that didn't just destroy things, it unmade them. Houses, streets, people, all of it just gone in seconds. Kenji is thrown through the air, and then his world just goes black. When he comes to, it's slow, and he's not waking up in the world he knew. He opens his eyes, and there's this eerie, total silence, and just utter destruction. Where a bustling city stood just moments before, now there's nothing but rubble, only ruin. And his first thought, his only thought, is for his mother. He calls for her. His little voice is just swallowed up by this vast emptiness. Mom? Mom? But the only thing that answers back is the silence. There's no one. He's hurt, and he is completely alone. Kenji somehow finds the strength to get up, to start walking. And then he sees something moving through the rubble. It's a small dog, also injured, limping slowly in his direction. What's strange is, the dog doesn't even bark. It just gets closer and sits down right beside him, a quiet little companion in all that destruction. And in that one moment, it's like two lost souls just found each other. In all that shared loss, they became everything to one another. Well, time passes. Days become years. The city, very slowly, starts to heal. And so do the people who survived. Kenji, he never found his mother. He lost almost everything you can imagine that day. But he didn't give up on life. How could he? He had his loyal friend right there with him. And years later, that small, terrified boy, he grew up. And he found a new reason for being here. Kenji became a teacher. You see, he made a choice. He could have let all that darkness just consume him, but instead, he decided to create some light in the world. He dedicated his entire life to teaching kids, the next generation, about why peace matters so much, about understanding each other, about our shared humanity. And the message he shared, it was simple, but it was forged from a truth he learned in the most brutal way imaginable. He would tell his students, always, war has no winners, it only destroys humanity. Every single year, he would come back to this place, the Nagasaki Memorial, and he'd just stand there, in silence, and remember. It wasn't about bitterness for him, it was a duty, a solemn promise to make sure the world would never, ever forget. Think about it. On that awful day, Kenji lost everything a child could possibly lose. His home, his family, any sense of safety in the world. But there was one thing he never lost. One thing that survived the fire and all the fallout, and that was hope. And his story, I think, leaves us with a really powerful question. When faced with absolute destruction, what is it inside the human spirit that allows us not just to survive, but to then go on and create a better world?